know where the treats at.
Is this the passing of the torch, right? Is this what this signifies?
It comes down to that front office and what they feel is most important.
The champ is here. We've touched down from a higher plane. Why you made it here?
We always look forward to that week because it was always intense.
You know that we ain't coming back. We about to.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dante Hall. My favorite player growing up was Dante Hall. I love you guys in the show, but Dante was my guy.
Get to dashing because you done on the warfield.
Hey there, Marcus Dash here from Chief Concerns. Just want to comment and say BetOnline is your #1 source for all your sports betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for football, baseball, boxing, golf, and much more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Cash and Props with Jason Dunn and the Dash Boys. This week we got back from the bye week and we got some good stuff for you all this week. I think I like my bets, and then I saw the number that how much I was getting paid out for. I was like, damn, this is free money. At least I think it is as of right now. But we'll see. Teja, as always, I think you're gonna start us off with your bets. So let's get into it. I know we're going right into this week. We had a 2-hour long stream for you all that we just completed. So we hope you guys enjoyed that episode with Coach Al Saunders. So we're going to get into it here. And then we got a new little setup for you guys this week. Let me get this going here. Sorry. It's a new setup, so I'm going to try to see if I can get this. There you go. Perfect.
Oh,
look at this. Look at that.
Beautiful. So I went super safe this week. Let's just get that out of the way now, right? We got Hurts 200 pass yards. Pretty simple here. Hurts has done this 7 times in a row and has only missed this twice this season. Hurts 25 plus rush yards. So Hurts has also only missed this twice this season, and he should be just trying to move the chains and do what he needs to do because I got our cornerbacks locking people down, especially without Goddard, because tight ends do have a tendency to kill us. So it gives us an opportunity to put more emphasis from our defense to shut down the receivers and maybe not have to worry about backup tight end killing us. Knock on wood, by the way. Pacheco 40 plus yards rushing. Only missed this twice this season. I think we come out and just try to establish the run and keep the ball out of their hands and just try to keep the ball on our side, especially since recently we've lost the time of possession battle. Might try to get that back this one. Brown 70 plus receiving yards. So I know I just went on and on about how the Chiefs receivers are going to be locking, or Chiefs cornerbacks are going to be locking people down. I think we'll do a good job on Brown. I just think I'm just playing the numbers here. Okay. So he's missed this mark twice this season. He is coming off his worst week against Dallas since week 2. So I do expect a bounce back. And just for reference, before the Dallas game, this is what his yardage total was. 130, 137, 131, 127, 175, 131. So this is like half. 70's half of what this guy's been past like 7 weeks. That is insane. I knew his numbers are great. I don't have him in any of my fantasy leagues, but when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I did not know he was doing that. So Rice, 25 plus yards. He's only missed this twice this year. I think we try to get the ball out of Mahomes' hands really fast because of that fierce Eagles pass rush. And we're going to try to use Rice's yak as much as possible. And that's 25. It's a little lower because, again, it's safe. I think it's 25 to win 105. That's right.
And this guy just wants to get a dub this week. Look at him. There you go. Very safe.
Want it.
Yeah. Okay. So Hurts 200 plus passing yards. I think he achieves that. Obviously, they're going to try to get it to, if not A.J. Brown, it's going to be Devontae Smith. Also, too, they got another tight end that's supposed to be coming in, who the guy from the Broncos. I can't think of his name. Obijawa, however they pronounce his name.
Oh, that's right. Alberto.
Yeah. And so he'll come in, he'll fill in for a little bit. So Hurts will probably get the 200 plus passing yards. Hurts 25 plus rushing yards. I think it's doable. I do. I think it is doable because he's really the second leading rusher on the team, and so we know that he's capable to run with his legs, and he's actually, he's not doing more than what he's being asked for, right? So he's been taking yards running the football, and then getting out of bounds, right, or just kind of dumping down. So 25 yards rushing yards, I think he'll be able to do. That's a good one. Pacheco 40 plus rushing yards. Yes, absolutely. This, without a doubt, I think we're going to lean heavy on Pacheco to open up the play action pass. Okay, to open up the pass in general. But Pacheco having 40 plus rushing yards is definitely something that we're going to do. I think we're going to emphasize running the football. Hopefully, we'll emphasize it on third down and in the red zone. Okay, as we have our wonderful Alex Saunders has been talking about. So I think that is very important. So he'll definitely get that. Brown 70 plus receiving yards. We're probably going to go into the game trying to beat him up as much as possible. And so I've seen his numbers. I've been seeing the numbers. And it just, to me, I don't understand some defenses sometimes. When a guy's getting 100-something yards week after week after week, and you still don't want to double team him. You don't want to double him up. You're not doing anything else as far as rolling coverage over his way. It's crazy to me. I think Spags trusts our guys, Snead and those guys to put their hands on A.J. Brown. He's a bigger guy, bigger receivers. Yeah. But I think Snead and those guys love bigger receivers. They love that. They love putting their hands on guys like that. Harder task with Tyreek Hill, obviously, because they're a little bit smaller surface to hit, right? A little bit quicker. But I say he may get 70 yards. I'll say that. For the 200, Hurts getting 200. Devontae Smith will probably get a few. But they'll have to go to A.J. Brown. They'll have to. Rice, 25 plus receiving yards. That's pretty easy. That's easy money right there. That's easy money. Shoot. I mean, he's our number one wide receiver right now. And I think, rightly so, we're going to find ways to get the ball to him even more. So him having that, without a doubt, it's going to be doable. So bet $25 to win 105. All good bets. All good bets. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Teja went very safe. I've noticed that Teja's been Teja and I share our NBA bets, NFL bets together every week, every day. And okay. I've noticed recently over the last 4 days, this guy's been very, very, very safe with his bets. Not that's a bad thing, but I've just noticed it's kind of a trend with he's going across all the sports.
I've been playing the numbers. I want things that have been like 80% like green for the past like month. So
have you been winning? You win? Is it? I mean, the stuff coming in.
I won 460 last night, JD.
I see it's a high percentage, JD, but
yeah.
My parlay formulation's been off. Like how I'm compiling them and how many I'm putting in there. Okay. So like yesterday, I had like 5 parlays. Each one had like 5 in them. And I think I won one of them, lost the other 4. 3 of them I lost 4 out of 5 of the legs on there. So it's like, I don't want to go over like 3 or 4 now, but sometimes you get a little carried away when you see one more you like.
I hear you.
So as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, mine, and obviously if you tune into the show weekly, you know that I'm probably more the risk taker when it comes to these bets than Teja is just generally. I think maybe only one week Teja's bets were a little more risky than mine. This week, at first I didn't think they were risky, but then when I put when all 5 were in, it was like, oh shoot, 25 to win, 375. So let's take a gander at these bad boys. So first one, so my first 2, I'm going to say that if I were to do a 3-team bet or a 3-leg bet, it would probably be the bottom 3. The first 2 are the ones that I'm kind of like the most iffy on. These are more my gut feeling bets, mixed with a little bit of stats behind it. So Eagles have given up 60 plus yards to tight ends 5 games this year. And Kelce has 60 plus yards in 5 games this year. So that's more of a happy medium bet, and also a Taylor Swift on Monday night post bye week bet. We're trying to get our offense going a little bit, and who's going to benefit the most from that? Probably Travis Kelce. So that's where I'm going with the 60 yards for Travis Kelce here. And then my next one, Rashee Rice. This is kind of what Teja had 25 plus. That's probably the safer one because I think he's done that almost every game this year besides one. But 40 yards. Rashee Rice has done this 4 times this year. The Eagles secondary has been pretty leaky against the pass. And Mahomes could have a big day this week against this team. And I think Rashee Rice is going to have at least 40 yards. I think last game was his highest snap count in that Germany game. He only had 2 catches in that game, but it was his highest snap count so far of his young career. And I think after the bye week, I think we're going to implement him even more so in the offense and more so in the passing game. So yeah, I have 40 yards receiving from him. Again, the first 2 are the ones there's more gut feeling bets. But this is where we get to more of the some good knowledge behind these. So Jalen Hurts over 8.5 carries. Jalen Hurts is averaging 10 rushing attempts a game. He had 15 alone in against Kansas City in the Super Bowl. Different team, but obviously biggest game of the year. The guy was running for his life against us and running pretty well against us as well. And I think, the only other true scrambler we've played this year was Justin Fields. Justin Fields had 11 carries against us. So that's over the 8.5 marker. Yeah, and the fact that Jalen Hurts is averaging around 10 rushing attempts a game, I think 8.5 is pretty solid. I think it might come to one of these things where we're getting to late in the fourth quarter. He has 8 carries, and he gets 1 more rush, and then there you go, they get the 9. But yeah, so the 8.5 carries for Jalen Hurts. Number 4, A.J. Brown. So similar to Teja, but this time I have him over 6.5 catches. He has had over 6.5 catches. His numbers this year are insane. He's had over 6.5 catches 7 out of 9 games this year. So 7 out of 9 times this guy's catching over 6.5 times. So yeah, he's 7 catches or more. But and no Dallas Goedert this week. So the fact that he's their biggest wide receiver they have, they're going to kind of go to him. They go to him a lot anyways. No Dallas Goedert, so the security blanket isn't there. What is a receiver's biggest security blanket? You go to the bigger receiver. Devontae Smith, your guy, you're going to chuck that ball deep to. You're not going to security blanket to get the sticks. You're going to A.J. Brown, especially with Dallas Goedert being out of the game. And then my last one, I think is the first defensive bet we've had on the show. But I have L'Jarius Sneed over 4.5 tackles and assisted tackles.
I like that.
So it's combined. This one's an interesting one. He's averaging around 4.6 based on the numbers, 4.6 tackles and assists this year. He's had over 5 tackles and assists 5 times this year. And he's on the field more so than any other player for the Chiefs as far as defensively. I think he had like 97% of the snaps last week or something like that against the Miami Dolphins. He's probably one of the our main shadow corners where he's the guy going after the number 1. And he's the one we're talking about. A.J. Brown getting 60 plus yards and over 6.5 catches. He's going to have like 12 targets. Who's going to be the guy on him for most of those 12 targets? It's going to be him. I mean, it's going to be L'Jarius Sneed. So he's going to be positioned to make a lot of plays this week. And I think that if the A.J. Brown and L'Jarius Sneed kind of bets go together. And so, yeah, I have L'Jarius Sneed over 4.5 tackles and assists this week. And that's $25 to win 375 smackaroo. So a very, very exhilarating Monday night watching this Chiefs Eagles game.
Wow. I tell you what, man. Hey, I like it. I'm just sitting over looking over this. So we have Kelce 60-plus receiving yards. I think it's doable. We didn't really get him involved in the game last week against Miami. I think when we run him in motion, I think we'll go across the formation, which will help him out. Defensively, they're going to have to make a lot of different switches and whatnot. And, it's all about matchups. It really is. And so him having 40 yards, he'll catch a few in the middle. It's going to be like 12 or 14 in some parts of the game before he's over 40. He'll have one that he'll take. Rubber band man doesn't get hit a whole lot, right? He don't like taking hits. So he'll get the 40 yards or the 60. He'll get the 60 yards receiving. So that's a good bet. I like that one. Kelce 60-plus receiving yards. And we're talking about Taylor Swift in, right? If that's the case, and so be it, and whatever. She's from Philly and all those good things. It doesn't even matter. Travis Kelce he's a baller, 60-plus receiving yards. With or without Taylor Swift. Okay? Good one. Rice, over 40-plus receiving yards. Okay? I think we lean on him heavily in the passing game. You were talking about it, too, that Kadarius Toney may see a little bit more of him coming this week. And I do believe that. But I think Rice is a guy that we know we could put our money in. We know we'll get things out of Rashid Rice, and we need to keep going back to him. So I don't think defenses are thinking, hey, look, we need to stop Rashid Rice. He's a rookie. He'll stop himself. So they'll overlook this guy, 40-plus receiving yards. I think he does that on Monday, no doubt about it. Good bet. Hurts over 8.5 carries, 8.5 carries. Looked at the stats. I think there was one game he was like 4 carries, right? That was Washington in that game. Look, Spags is going to be coming. He's going to be bringing the house. He's going to bring some heat, some pressures from different places. And so that would have Hurts probably take off running up the middle if he can. That's probably where he'll find the soft spot in our defense is up the middle, especially if they're double teaming, Chris Jones, which I'm sure they'll do. 8.5 carries, absolutely. I think he'll definitely have 8.5 carries. Like I said, he'll flush him out of the pocket a little bit. He'll get a little happy feet, take off running. Okay? Good bet. A.J. Brown over 6.5 catches. Now, because of what he's been doing these past few games, I think they're going to feed him. If not, Jalen Hurts and all of Philadelphia will hear about it. Okay? They will absolutely hear about it. A.J. Brown will be going crazy on the sideline with all of his muscles. Look at him in that picture. Like, all the muscles just showing. They just let everybody know, give me that daggone ball, right? Give me the daggone ball. And guess what? They'll give him the ball. They're going to feed it to him. And rightfully so. Okay? That's your guy. 6.5 catches. I don't see why they won't ride his pony. They've been riding him. Sure. So 6.5 catches looks good. I like that. Now, Snead, the whole Snead over 4.5 tackles and assists. Obviously, like you said, he's going to be on A.J. Brown, so we're going to look for him to make the tackles on A.J. if he's going to get to 6.5. So that means Snead will be 4.5, with him making the catch, right? He catches 6.5, 7 catches. Snead will have 5 tackles at least, right? Because he'll probably be on him.
He should, or else we're in trouble.
Right. So that seems pretty easy to me. I like his bet, man. $25 to win 3. Is that right?
Yeah.
Correct?
I was surprised. I was like, wait, I actually like these bets. And it was like, there was not one where I was like, oh man, this is kind of a long shot, like an over Jalen Hurts 1 interception like that. None of those are like that, like wild where it could, that has that big of a payout. So
he's done that 5 out of 9 weeks, by the way, Snead.
Yeah. He's done it 5 times this year. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have a monumental task on his hands this week for sure. Or next, Monday. So, I like it. $25 to win $375, man. That's bringing you some money back on the bets.
Oh yeah,
it's not bad.
A lot of yours are tied to mine. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. That was obviously done not purposely at all, but yeah.
No. I'm saying, but they're different bets. But if Hurts gets like 9 carries, he's probably going to get 25 yards.
That's true.
If Brown catches 7 balls, he's probably going to catch it for 70 yards.
Yeah. It actually, yeah. It's just, I didn't even think about it. It's like the opposite, but like the same.
Okay, yeah, so you're not copying off each other's paper. Y'all going over each other's work, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Y'all share notes. No sharing. Okay,
No sharing.
It's supposed to be on the up and up here. But from what I'm sitting over and I'm looking at the bets. Teja, some good bets in here. Very conservative bets. Look very doable. Seem like everybody's going to get everything in that bet. I do like it. So yours is definitely a nice one, Marcus. Same with yours. I think these are not crazy bets at all. It's not crazy bets. But this week, I think I'm going to go with, to me, based off of what I'm seeing, what can be done, what can be achieved through the betting, and I actually like the payout. I like the payout. So with that being said, I'm going to go with Marcus this week.
Wow. your eyes are green, huh? You're lighting up from the big payday.
Yeah.
This is why people, JD, this is exactly why people keep adding legs to a parlay. Because like, oh yeah, $200 more. Ooh, why don't I?
Yeah. I'm going to pull money out right now. Who do I get the 25 to? Like, what do we need to do? But No, I do. I mean, I like the bets. I think none of like when I'm looking at George Marcus, nothing looks crazy to me. Nothing over there looks crazy at all. It just doesn't. Doesn't look like it's a little something. Don't quite know. And Teja's too. So, I mean,
Yeah, but the difference is Teja's. I mean, it's just like neither one of these are crazy bets, but it's the payout. It's the reward versus the risk on it. It's the same kind of risk and reward. I think. Yeah. Well, anything stand out to you, Teja, that surprised you about my bet? That's like
I'm most worried about both of our AJ Browns. Actually,
yeah.
I think AJ Brown catches 6 like on the dot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to be able to buy that down. I would take that myself if I could, but you can't on DraftKings at least. But I'd love to buy that down. I think he gets like 6 on the dot. They're not stupid with that. And 70 yards is right around there. And I think his real over under was in like the 80s or 90s, which is high for like a receiver. But like at the same time, when the guy's averaging 130 for the past like 7 weeks, 80 or 90 sounds really low. And it makes you want to take it, especially after a bounce back week. You don't think you could do that twice in a row, right?
Yeah, but this is the same team that just stopped. You got casual bettors who are looking at it. So, what do they do with Tyreek Hill? Who's been dominating defenses? He had 60 yards against that same defense. So I mean, it's also like people are looking at that stuff too as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
But also too, you had to look at it. I mean, it's a different animal. We're talking about two totally different players, right? AJ Brown, who's big, who can snatch the ball, go over top to make those catches. Yeah, boxed out, back shoulder throws. I mean, they love doing things like that with him. Yeah. So that's the thing. I think him and Tyreek are just two totally different type of players.
Yeah.
So,
and with Goddard not being there, it's the biggest frame, biggest body he can throw that ball to as far as like a safety valve now. On top of being a deep threat, on top of being everything that he is.
Right. He runs a lot of comebacks, hooks, like what Al was just talking about, like the kind of the West Coast offense. That's more how they kind of geared because you have two, like a bigger receiver on the outside. You got Goddard who could kind of pretty much do anything they want to do. And they got Devontae Smith on the inside. So, Goddard's not, like you said, Goddard's not going to be there. So why not? Why not go with AJ Brown? You know what? I think that once we beat Philly, they're going to say, oh, we didn't have Goddard. Oh, well, Goddard wouldn't play, and that's the reason, y'all beat us, but.
I mean, if you think about it, he came up huge for them in that Super Bowl. He was catching some ridiculous, like, sideline catches in that game.
Yeah, he's a good tight end. He's
solid.
Yeah, really good tight end. So.
We hope everyone enjoyed our episode. We hope everyone's making money, whether you're picking Teja's bets, or you're picking my bets, or the best of both. We hope everyone's making money from our cash and prop show, and we hope you guys enjoyed our episode this week with Al Saunders. That was fantastic. The guy's great. The guy's sharp as a whistle. I don't even know how old he is, JD, but he's sharp as a whistle. He should still be on the sidelines. And he was a high level assistant with Hugh Jackson in Cleveland a couple years ago. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I mean, when you go through anything, I mean, why not get Al Saunders on your sideline to talk to you as a consultant, right? Yeah. He could help out tremendously. But I think Al's somewhere around 674, maybe something like that. 70s, somewhere around that in his 70s. But he looks good. He's in shape.
He's sharp, man.
Yeah, he's a marathon runner. But I wanted to real quick. I just want to give a shout out to actually the ladies on the 9th floor UK hospital in the ICU. They do a tremendous job. Y'all ladies are angels here on this earth. Love y'all to death. I told you I was going to give y'all a shout out on the on the show, and I'm definitely going to do it. So y'all keep it up and continue. Thank you. All right.
All right, guys.
Oh, I got another thing.
Uh-oh.
I got a birthday delivery for the Chiefs.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
You want to see?
Yeah, I do. It's one of my birthday presents.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Ooh.
You like them?
I do. Oh, my God.
Sexy. Oh, my gosh.
Look at these things right here,
Oh,
baby.
man.
Oh,
yeah. You see that?
Oh, that's
really
awesome.
Those are nice, dude.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you, sweetie.
Aw.
Oh, you too.
What size you wear, JD?
Huh?
What size shoe do you wear?
15. This is my niece, Zoe.
Hello.
Yeah.
Zoe.
Yeah, she's a track star down at the University of Louisville. You see it?
Oh, heck yeah.
There you go.
Uh-huh. But this is what she does on the side. Is she's a talented artist.
That's
Those
awesome.
are really pretty, man.
Whatever. And this, when I told you, oh my gosh, man, I can't wait to show everybody these things right here.
Oh, man, people are gonna be knocking at your door for those things.
I know it. I know it.
Wow.
I'm gonna put these. I love them.
Oh,
I love them. Yeah, somebody had some drip on for Red Friday. This is gonna be my drip, man, for Monday night.
Yeah. That's
My
really
drip.
pretty.
Yes, sir. That's my drip right there, baby.
There you go.
Woo!
You're ready to rock, baby. Look at that.
Yeah,
Man.
All right, guys. Well, what a way to end the show. JD getting a freaking nice gift of shoes right there. That's beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Well, we hope everyone enjoyed the episode. We hope everybody enjoyed JD's sneaks right there. Those are really nice. And yeah, we hope everyone makes money. And we'll see you guys post-game show Monday after the game. Take it easy,
All right,
everybody.
fellas.
appreciate it, everybody. Okay, y'all have a wonderful Monday. Or this be tomorrow. So we'll see it. All right. To win
Yes,
these
sir.
games, win these bets, man. I'm putting my money on both of them. That's the way I look at it. Okay.
All
Let's
right.
go, baby.
Yeah. Let's win some money. Let's win some money.
Let's get it, baby.
All right.
All right, guys.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
All love.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.